Merry Christmas. Very Merry Christmas. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, folks dressed up like Eskimo. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe helps to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way, loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. Mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. So I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Play, Johnny, go. They know that Santa's on his way, loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. So I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa. One more? I do. Let's see. This is one of my children wrote this song. I love it. The holiday season's upon us. There's so many things left to do. I have one wish that is first on my list, to spend every Christmas with you. The children are writing their letters, Santa's reading them too. I have one wish that is first on my list, to spend every Christmas with you. The mistletoe hung in the hallway, presents surrounding the tree. Snowflakes that fall on your shoulders. The promise of each Christmas Eve with family and friends all around us. There's no way to feel weary or blue. My only wish can be only this, to spend every Christmas with you. A Christmas love song is what we have here. Spending their Christmas alone. Mothers remember their faces, waiting to welcome them home, with family and friends all around us. There's no way to feel weary or blue. I have one wish, which is first on my list, to spend every Christmas with you. To spend every Christmas with you.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to Happy Hump Day.
Nothing like getting you in the Christmas spirit with a little bit Jonny Melnick in the house.
Johnny's like a walking Christmas tree.
I gotta tell you, isn't it just nice?
And I look to see if there's like
relaxing and
see if he has gifts underneath like a tree.
Jonny in
He's
the
like
house.
He's like a Christmas tree. He's like full of surprises. Johnny, we got a coffee pot brewing, so we give you a cup of coffee
Smell
in
it?
a
I
minute.
can smell the coffee. I finally got it to turn on.
This
so.
one, she has slow motion fingers.
Me and electronic devices. I don't know, it's Mercury retrograde. All our holiday backgrounds have disappeared also. I got to think,
Yeah, I don't know what happened to
I don't know where they are. That maybe they're on the desk. I gotta find, I don't know, but they're all gone. Even the ones from last year are gone. It's like someone went in and
What about the other shows?
they're there, just ours are gone.
That's because Bitmo had an update.
It wasn't Bitmo, it's these. It was,
all gone.
they're all gone. I got as far as Thanksgiving, and then I got to find I got to put them up. So we'll find them again. Anyway, we're kind of like
You
Christmas.
ran out of gas.
I ran out of gas. Speaking of gas, what is it about 6 guys over the age of whatever watching blacktop dry?
It's not that, it's construction.
Explain the fascination to me,
I
Lucy.
can explain it, Lucy, and the guys can explain
Because
it.
you're all out there watching blacktop
Because when in New York City, when they're building the skyscrapers, they used to have these big wooden panels, and then they made these slots, so you could watch the workers.
Yes, I've seen that.
And they had different levels because you couldn't see everything down below. You had to go to the lower slot, so they had different slots.
Yes.
It's a man thing, watching guys work, roofing, housing, blacktop.
It's funny because I can see on Ring, it'll alert me, and there you are. You're out the front door, and you stand with your hands on your hips.
No, I had a
And you
cup of
watch.
coffee, but thank you for playing.
And you watch. And I walk out, and there's a guy across the street doing the same thing. I don't even know who this man is.
And across the street on the side, we
Plus
just
the
watched.
4 guys that are brushing it. I feel like,
They
what's
have
his
to-
name? Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins.
You don't understand
The
the
chimney
nature
sweep.
of the beast.
Nope.
They have to make it level
Yes.
so that when you drive, you don't go.
But that fascinates you? More than like the pimple popping videos?
That's disgusting.
But
How
you'll
can
watch
you compare
this.
one to the other?
What is it about this?
They had to level it out, and I like the way because I want to see the pitch for the rain. Because me and him have a sort of a dilemma here. So what they're doing is they're arching it so that the water runs in that direction. And I was just seeing it manifest.
Interesting.
And Jonny needed to bring his brand new piano,
Yes.
so I was waiting for him. You know, I thought I was waiting for some other people that said they're going to be here as well today. I don't know where they
I
are.
think the pickleball guy is coming at 1. Rich is working. And Dawn, I don't know. It's holiday
Dawn
season.
said no.
Everyone's on their
And
own schedule.
Alicia, is that her name? She was supposed to be 11:30.
I do not know. But we've got Johnny in the house. We've got Frank in the house. He's doing his drawing. I think Freddie will be so happy when these books go to a new home because every day he picks them up and he puts them down. And he picks them up and he puts them
Well, I
down.
got to thank you. I'm lifting weights now.
Thanks
because
to
of-
your basket of books.
There you go.
That's a lot of freaking books in
A
there.
lot of freaking books.
It's a lot of books.
Now, how are we doing this drawing? He's going to do it on the air?
I think
Is that
Yeah,
what
we'll
you're
do it
doing?
on the air. Have Johnny pick a name.
Johnny's going to pick a name.
I'm gonna pick a name out of the basket.
You gotta pick a name out of the basket.
Okay.
Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to get a microphone.
Oh, here I am.
And you got to
I
talk
didn't know I
into
was
it.
on.
And you got to make sure it's on. Is it on?
I didn't know I was on.
Zari says yes. You know, I put out an all call. Zari came, Dylan came, Josh is here. Everyone is on vacation mode except we're still here.
You put a call out and the people from next door came on the morning show.
That was pretty cool, right? I wonder what they're going to do with it. We'll see.
That's it. They may not do anything, but
They
they
looked
can.
around. They said, well, we can't take these down. We need one of the crane guys. I'm like, you're putting a crane in here?
Yeah,
So
ain't
we'll see what
nobody
they do.
coming in here to take anything down. We'll take it down. It's just a ladder and take it up. And ooh, we have to put something in its place.
Oh, I don't know what else we have to put on those places.
Oh,
for
I
now.
do.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you have?
I got stuff.
I don't know. We don't have Shorty, so we'll have to see what happens. But it's nice to be in collaboration. Give the artist some extra spotlight.
Collaboration. yes. I
Collaboration.
heard that word this morning.
That's pretty good. She's like a wordsmith, that one, Hillary.
A wordsmith. You're throwing all this vocabulary at me.
We have
today.
Frank in the house. I have to up my game again. I got to
Yeah.
get back into education, as you call
But
it.
Frank is in the house, and I wanted to talk to him a little bit about the fascination about all these books that he has in one surrounding. How does it make you feel? Are you proud of the fact? I mean, that's not all of your work, right? There's some things that you don't have in there. You
That's
have
all of my
everything.
published work.
And you have other papers that you've written, other
I
books.
have other books I've written that are not published yet. We were supposed to come out with one more book this year, but unfortunate circumstances postponed that for a little while. So probably beginning of the year.
It's okay, though. It's worth the wait.
Worth the wait.
Totally worth the wait. How was your cruise?
Relaxing.
You look relaxed.
look
and
relaxed.
we were spoiled and relaxed.
That's
look
the way
relaxed.
it should be.
How long were you gone for? 2 weeks?
10 days.
10 days. It seems like 2 months.
Spoiled and relaxed.
No, it's perfect.
Sit in,
10
you sit in
days,
your chair in
perfect.
the plaza. You order something, and they come deliver it. You know, it's
Really?
Wow.
Fast delivery.
He looks relaxed, right? He got a
Where'd you
new
go,
hat.
Western, Eastern Caribbean.
Eastern Caribbean? Yeah.
He went all over. He didn't go on no tugboat playing the piano, you know. What do you call that? The lake cruise. Were you on the lake playing on all the 7 lakes?
He was on a riverboat, weren't you, Johnny?
Me? Yeah, but I've worked the cruise ships for many years.
Oh, you did work the cruise
Oh,
ship.
yeah. I started with Carnival in 1990, the end of 92.
Wow.
My
How many
first trip.
shows did you
That's-
do on a day on a cruise ship? One show, two shows?
Oh no, every night in the piano bar.
Really?
Yeah, I was a piano bar guy.
Yeah. They had a piano bar on our cruise.
Of
Had
course.
A guy remind me. It reminded me of you. He was sitting at
That's
the piano
me,
playing
man.
stuff.
Sitting in my seat. I don't know what I'm doing here.
I don't know.
Did you have fun doing that?
Are you kidding me? We all should have been arrested.
It was that good?
It was that much fun.
You guys got to hang
I
out.
worked. Yeah, I worked for Carnival until 1997, and then I was off ships for 13 years and got a call from Windstar, out of the blue. They needed somebody in a hurry, and apparently my name was still in the Rolodex way in the back somewhere, and I ended up doing a 2-week stint for Windstar, which led to 4 summers in the Mediterranean.
Wow.
Which was way above my expectations.
How was
of life.
that? Spectacular?
Oh, I couldn't say no. Brought the family out, brought the kids out. The kids have been all the way to Istanbul and all the great capitals of Europe.
Did they spend the summer with you on the ship, the kids?
Well, not the whole summer, but my wife at the time is English, so part of the deal of allowing me to do this was to send her to see the family.
See Mom, right?
And then I flew them to. They joined us in Athens, I believe.
Wow.
And two different trips. One from Rome to Istanbul, and the other was from. I know we were in France, so it might have been Barcelona.
Yeah, it's
To Rome.
our next cruise is in 25 to celebrate our 50th. We're going to Mediterranean.
Did you book it?
Barcelona, Marseille, Gibraltar, and Rome.
You're
They
gonna love
get you,
it.
right? If you book it while you're still on the ship, you save X amount of money.
Yeah, so that's our
You know,
next cruise.
It's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Now, when
50
you go to
years,
these
wow.
places, do you do anything on land? Like if you go to...
Oh, sure.
You
I
go helicopter rides, parachuting?
Well, no, I don't do anything like that, but
I know you go to probably a bar. I mean, I get that. but-
well, I look for the culture of
the culture.
whichever particular cities,
I'm sure.
like
Okay. He looks for the
They
culture.
give you
Sampaluzzo in Greece.
You
and,
get a room,
things
you get
like-
food, you get a full trip, and then you work.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I want to know what you do off ship. What did you do off ship? Did you go
Not much this
sightseeing?
time.
Well, he was with his wife.
Not much
Johnny
this time,
wasn't.
so we just stayed on board. And we
Okay.
didn't really do much.
Even at the
Since-
port of call?
We went to, we got our magnets at each port and put it on our refrigerator, but we didn't have any she limited mobility, so it's
Right.
pushing her in a wheelchair all around. So
That's
it was,
tough.
Yeah, but you don't go down the lines. They put you to the front.
yeah, but it's getting on board, getting off board.
Oh, that's right. You got to take that little tugboat, whatever that thing
Yeah,
is
she
called.
couldn't go on any tender boats. She
Tender.
could only
Tell you
go
the
on
truth,
one
I used
port.
to love it when all the guests were ashore. We have the boat to ourselves.
Oh yeah, the boat's empty.
There's no lines at the lunch.
No lines at the lunch, nobody at the pool.
Nice and relaxing.
All inclusive, anything you want.
It's good. Yeah.
Spoiled rotten.
I'm actually going on a cruise at the end of January. I'm going on one.
You're
I'm
going
going to be
on
a passenger.
You're not working.
I'm going back to where I started. My first run was from Los Angeles to Puerto Vallarta, in that Mexican run. And I'm going back to it's almost, it could be my last event, but I want to go back to where I started, make it full circle, and I'm going from LA to Puerto Vallarta and back at the end of January. 7 days. I
amazing.
can't wait.
Nice and relaxing. You going on your own?
Not really.
Oh, you're on with?
We're going with a friend.
A friend. Even you heard Josh heard that one.
I guess your port of call will be on the ship.
We'll see. We'll see. No, I actually have a friend who owns a restaurant. He's a former cruise director with Carnival. Has moved to Puerto Vallarta and opened a restaurant. So we're going there, certainly going there for a free meal, I guess.
Going to Puerto Vallarta for a free meal.
If we meal ain't a friend,
Why not?
and why not?
That's what it's all about.
That's it. So you can
Friends and perks. Perks of the business.
See, I didn't say anything
Well,
like
free
that.
food,
Could
free
be-
restaurant.
Could be a manager. Could be anybody.
Cabo San Lucas was a little fishing village the last time I was there. Now
Well,
it's
it's sorta
exploded
changed
into
now.
a
It's not-
major
It's
destination.
changed. JoJo went there, and she sent me pictures. It's tremendous.
Yeah.
Tremendous nightlife.
So I'll be sampling some tequila along the way somewhere. Just experimental.
Sampling tequila.
Experimental.
But just don't eat the worm.
All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we've got some more holiday music with Jonny Melnick. Frank, we're going to do a drawing for all of the books in that lovely basket from Frank A.
I'm going to use Frank's book. I'm going to read a chapter every morning.
We're going to talk. That's a good idea.
As part of that 20-minute thing.
We should talk about that.
You talk about that.
All right, more to come. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Don't miss out on December 20th this holiday season.
We are proud to announce a book basket giveaway with all of Frank A. Ruffolo's books. A renowned author with many stories, including Tres Archangelis,
Jack Stenhouse Murder Mysteries,
and sci-fi explorations like Xantha Terror.
Don't wait. Buy now.
To win the book basket, purchase any book right here at the studio of Frank A. Ruffolo or purchase it online at frankaruffolo.com.
Call him 866-224-5422.
Good luck.
This holiday season, let the spirit of the Brooklyn Cafe brighten up your mornings with our exclusive cafe merch collection, with our stylish tees to rep your favorite show. Elevate your morning routine with our signature cafe mugs, a sleek, lightweight laptop sleeve to protect your valuable device, a 17-ounce stainless steel bottle with your favorite show logo on it, and your favorite, hold on, let me overthink this phone case, for all Apple and Samsung phones. Cheers to the holiday season. Order now at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy holidays!
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
AMP2 Media Productions, in collaboration with True Oldies Radio and Comcast TV, bring you the opportunity to spotlight your business on Monday Night Football on ESPN. By targeting your preferred Comcast region, your commercial will be spotlighted during NFL and NCAA football season, reaching over 1 million viewers. Let AMP help you amplify your impact in the community. Contact us at 866-224-5422 to create your own commercial today.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties. Open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Was that perfect or what? Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. Beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. That's easy to say when you're living in Florida, folks. Gone away is a bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. We sing a love song as we go along. he's Parson Brown. You say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job while you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. To face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's Parson Brown. You say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. You can do the job while you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. Face unafraid, the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Should we do it? Yeah, okay. Let's see. We got this. Big Vince Guaraldi family. Merry Christmas. Christmas time is here.
You are amazing, my friend. Doing the things that you do. You got a mic. You got a mic.
Is Johnny a talking mic?
A talking mic.
Or he's going to move over here. He just likes to pop around, I think.
One of my ships, and Christmas time came around. I listened to that Vince Guaraldi Christmas album. I had my lights in the cabin, you know, everything that reminds you of home a little bit. You know, you do things like that as you're a crew member and away from home. And I remember playing that album every time I went into my cabin through March. I left the Christmas lights on through March, just to maintain the spirit.
What are the cabins like?
I was very lucky. I mean, it depends what department you work in, but some of the kids, you know, have 4 to a room. I was lucky that I had a cabin to myself all through my career with
4
with
to a
Carnival.
room.
Yeah. So,
I barely fit in this thing. You put 4 me in there, forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some of the kids, right? They're coming from other countries.
Oh,
and
without a
they're-
doubt. I
they're
mean,
making money doing it, sending it home.
it's unbelievable what they do. They come out there and sometimes they go back home and build houses with the money, and the money's, it's, you know, well, a lot of it's tips. So
They signed a 6-month contract. They're on ship 6 months.
many departments are on longer than that.
Yeah, some
Most
are
of the
longer.
guys I worked with in a restaurant and 10 months, 2 months off.
The crew
10
on the
mon-
last ship, there was 70 countries represented in the crew.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It's
And
so
the people,
interesting.
I mean, the kids, beautiful, working hard. They're like our ancestors who have to leave home to go to work.
10 months.
Bless them
at
all.
sea.
It's so interesting.
Can
You
you
don't
do it?
realize what other people do just to make a living.
Can you do 10 months at sea? Non-stop, right? It's not like you get off. You have to do non-stop 10 months?
No, they have very much more restrictions because there are even visas and things that they need to show and get off the ship. And
At every
sometimes they
port.
can't, sometimes they can.
Wow.
Work schedule.
Yeah, imagine having 4 in a room. You don't even have privacy. You don't have
No, I
any of
am
that.
retired.
You're sharing that little tiny bathroom.
That'd be the
You
end
bet.
of my career on a ship. 4 to a room. Forget about it.
What if when you were
Well,
younger,
you
like
know,
in your
yeah.
20s?
I don't care if I was 16. No, absolutely not.
What if it was like pink, like Mimi's bed, like we talked about this morning? You could share this nice, beautiful bed.
Anyway,
Mimi, your sister, I must clarify with everybody. Good morning. Come on in.
you're hilarious. But no, I would definitely not do that.
on the air now?
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, hi.
Hi. You brought
Just
this
put
guy
him in
too?
the right.
What's that?
You brought this guy too?
Yeah, you know this guy?
We know this guy just a little bit.
Absolutely. We're on the happiness tour.
We're gonna put you guys here, and we'll just swap
Here?
out. Yeah. So this way we'll get that all going. Or do you make him put him on the couch? That's fine too. You can stay there. All right, we got it.
Yeah, that was
How does he
Josh.
pop up everywhere? Eddie Smiles.
Because he smiles. He's way into
How
everybody's
does everybody know Eddie Smiles?
Everybody
But
knows
it's
that.
amazing, Johnny. 70 countries represented, Frank.
Now,
Oh, yeah,
people do
maybe
for a
sometimes
Represented on
more.
the crew.
now it's funny because, Frank, I want to get to the meat and potatoes as to why I wanted you to come today. I mean, we always talk about the cruises and we get into the music and all that. But there's something really major league happening that we're talking about a collaboration of putting original music on the air. Finally, somebody who listens.
Amen, baby.
Somebody who listens, because he writes music. He's been putting music. We're putting his originals on as well, which I will hope that you will play some of those originals as well. But we have, which is what we play every morning,
Positive
Direction.
Positive Direction, which is a
That's
fantastic
one of my
song.
babies, yeah.
Fantastic song. So we're going to work with Johnny because he wants to do something on South Florida Oldies, which now goes from the Keys to St. Pierce. And he's looking for people who write music, not sing covers. We're talking about
Songwriters.
originals,
Songwriters.
which is a lost art.
Well, it's not. It's a quiet art. That's something I'm just saying. They don't. A lot of the songwriters don't go out and play it. They sell it. Sell it and move it and put it in different places. But you don't really see the songwriters, like authors. Frank. Authors. They work alone. They work alone. Not all of them are working musicians like myself. And those are the guys I want to find. I want to find information about how you connect with publishers and things like this. It's all kinds of things, and even down to the music, what chords you use, the theory behind your building a song.
I'll put that out on the Arts Network on our page and on our website and see what we can come up with.
I
some people
appreciate
for
that,
you.
Frank.
Yeah.
It's interesting, Frank. Even when you go to the movies and you see a movie come out, and you look to see who wrote the novel or the book or whatever, and they put it in, they give the credit. And there's a lot of actors now that are writing scripts that are not acting in them. So there's this whole phenomenon now of getting authors on the screen, getting musicians on the screen. I've always wanted for, we know Vic a year now that we had the music license. I always tried to get people to come in here that write music. You're the only one I have. You're one, and Ojan. Ojan came in from Vegas? No. Yeah. Arizona. And he's an original songwriter as well, and I have his music in key.
You've got
as well.
Kendra, you've got Jesse Campa. We've got a few.
But Kendra, yes, Kendra does do originals. You're right.
She's got a new one. She said that she's dropping with Chico. Hopefully next week she'll bring it.
She'll bring it?
Work on
Okay.
that, yeah.
I believe Alicia writes music too.
I think you're right. I think we heard. Were
She
you
wrote
here?
one that was in a movie. Yes. But I don't know who owns it.
Yeah,
said
well, we
she
want to
does.
find all about that and what they're doing and how they're doing it, and because that's information that's going to be very valuable to anybody who wants to either begin or is currently writing. I mean, we need to share ideas. That's what life's about.
And these distributors, you know, a songwriter will put a song together and they give it out to 400 different distributors. And you could tell when you put it on social media platforms, they want to know, okay, what are you doing with this song? And they ban it.
Right.
Or they mute it. And then you have to write an explanation. So sometimes they got to do the same thing 4 or 5 times for the same song. I usually get it my way because they're here to promote the music that you are today.
Mm-hmm.
But it's unbelievable. More and more people that write their own music should come forward because there's benefits to doing it if the right ears, the right eyes see it.
Without a doubt.
And not covers, because everyone's doing covers.
I mean, covers are fine, but not
I
what
tell
we
you
want.
what, the people I work with, the music supervisors that I work with, or have a thing that's, they don't know where to go. They don't know where to find the new songwriters. The new songwriters write differently than they did 30 years ago. They don't write 3-minute songs anymore. They work in small 4, 8, 16-bar musical motifs. And so the 3-minute song, nobody even listens to a 3-minute song anymore, really. It's what
is it, 2 minutes and 20
Oh, no,
seconds,
it's
you're
like
done?
even on social media, you get a
So-
clip. You get this, like, what, 15, 30 second piece.
The big artists are selling their catalogs to the big Sony,
Right.
Universal, and the new songwriters are being asked to do covers of those songs because that's where the publishing companies make their money. So if me record a Bruce Springsteen song, well, that song goes to the publisher, the payout, the money. The publisher now owns that song. It doesn't matter what version it is. It's a song that's important. I've always said that. It's a song that's important. I don't care who does it.
It's interesting because they had a special on 60 Minutes about the guy that plays the music to Seinfeld, the show.
Right.
It was around for 20 some odd years. And they flew that guy in from Minnesota or whatever, and he would come in 6 or 7 times a year. Millions they had to pay him. Millions.
Well, I don't know if he's a bassist or he's playing it on a keyboard, but
He's a bassist.
he's a bassist. So it's like
He added keys.
all those little motifs are
Yes.
individual songs.
He owns them all.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing is that they asked him to change some things for some other episodes. So they paid him more millions. It's unbelievable. The guy says his whole career was that one show. He never has to work again because they paid him over the royalties over and over again.
Yep.
And he did really, really well. And there's a lot of dun 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 dun. That's it.
Yep.
That's the whole thing.
That's the song, that's his riff.
And everybody knows that, which is amazing. I think movies also are leaning towards songs that do really, really well. And then there's a song that sort of epitomizes that movie and the royalties begin to roll in on
So
it.
what
Called
we're going to
sinking.
create a radio show. You're going to interview. You're going to bring in musicians.
Yeah, I'd like. That's what we're heading to do after the new year, to develop something like that where I can bring in some songwriters and pick their brains, and allow them to show their music.
I saw you had some interest on the post that you put out, so which is fantastic, to bring the songwriters forward.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Why not?
It's an interesting tape because you never know where it's going to go. You know, you start here, and all of a sudden the right set of eyes or ears hears the music, and all of a sudden you have a hit.
Journey of 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
Jonny has a new song that he sent you, I believe. We're going to get a chance to hear that.
Are we going to hear it or are you going to play it?
Hear what?
The song you sent me.
Oh, I played it the second song.
That was the second song.
Okay.
Spend Every Christmas with You.
And
It
Positive
belongs
Direction
in
also.
It belongs in our holiday catalog if anybody's out there listening. Pick up on it, folks.
Yeah.
Spend
But
every
that's-
Christmas with you. It's
That's
a
the one I'm
Christmas
going
love
to be
song.
using for the rest of the week on the opens. And what I did yesterday was I edited a show together, 2 hours of the cafe after hours, and then the last, I think like 8 minutes, 6 minutes or something was nothing but Kendra's music, one after the other, after the other, after the other.
Oh, that's what you were doing.
And Jody called me. She says, you know, that's really good what you did.
You were
Festivus
editing, you were
for
like
the
an
rest of
editing
us.
fiend.
But it's nice to be able to, because, you know, she came up with a lot of different music, a lot of different sounds. Same thing with him.
Yep.
A lot of different sounds. And you got to have that personality.
Let's have Kendra record the Christmas song for next year.
She'll
Well, I
be
was
here.
thinking she's coming in on the 21st.
Let's have her do it.
Let's bring her in next week with you maybe and put something together.
Right. Well, that'd be
That'd
great.
be kind of nice.
I'll write you another song from AI.
Okay.
All
My
right.
loves. Do you still have that song, by the way?
Which one?
The one that I sent you that you turned into a Western?
Yes, I do.
You do.
Yeah.
We need to talk, you and me.
Yeah.
Because
I'm trying to turn that into something, but
Megan is coming Friday,
okay.
and I want her to sing it. You know, Megan has 7 songs that she wrote.
Well, let's have her be my first guest.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Done.
Good.
Done. And yes, I know. Stop texting me. We're gonna do the drawing. We haven't forgotten Frank. I'm just anticipation. Remember that commercial
Warming
with the
everybody up. Ketchup.
ketchup commercial? Anticipation.
Carly Simon. Yeah.
Everybody wants to know who's the winner. Of
Waiting.
what?
Keeping us all waiting on pins and needles.
Pins and needles. Yes, we're gonna get to it. We haven't forgotten the man, the myth, and the legend.
All right, so let's take a commercial break. When we come back, before the 1 o'clock hour, we will do the drawing. You ready, Frank?
I was born ready.
Sorry, you gotta love Frank. More to come. 888-994-4995, Studio A. He was born ready.
He was born ready, baby.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new Care Watch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The Care Watch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. The Care Watch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now. Operators are standing by.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
When a garage door breaks down or the opener stops working, you need to act fast. So if it's broken, call Broughton. Broughton Garage Door Sales can handle all of your service, repair, and installation needs. And if you need a new garage door or a garage door opener, call Broughton. They have a great line of Clopay garage doors and LiftMaster openers. And their expert technicians can prevent major problems with annual garage door tune-ups. Broughton Garage Door Sales, opening doors for you since 1955. Visit broughton.com. That's BROTEN.com. Or call 954-946-5555. That's 954-946-5555.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back, and yes, we are going to draw the winner to 50 pounds of books. At least 50, maybe more.
You know what today is? National Ugly Sweater Day.
Huh? Yeah, really?
But the book drawing goes along with what we were talking about this morning.
Richard, National Ugly Sweater Day?
About getting up at 5 a.m. It's the 5 a.m. It's this new 5 a.m. book that people are doing. They get up at 5. 20-20-20 is the rule. 20 minutes of exercise, 20 minutes of reflection, meditation, and 20 minutes of learning something new, like reading a book. So Freddie Frank wants to start reading one of your books for 20 minutes a day.
Every morning. And that 20 minutes of exercise, I'll probably spend in the bathroom. What's the other 20?
Really?
You know,
Or
that's what guys
you could
do.
stand outside and watch the blacktop dry some more.
That's what guys do, right? We have to find our. It's like being in the ocean. You gotta find your feet.
Is this like, I don't want
You open your mouth, and you're outnumbered today. Did you notice?
I noticed. It's me and the guys today.
Listen, we want to congratulate
Totally.
the graduates.
Absolutely. Zari and Nikki.
And Zari gives me a gift. I think it should be the other
You
one.
don't
right?
do them when people buy you gifts.
I
Why?
don't know what to do with myself.
You don't know what to. I know. I've noticed
You ever
that.
got a gift from a graduate?
Isn't that nice? Her mom put these
This is
beautiful,
beautiful.
baskets together. There's cupcakes and hand lotion, and I think there's
I'm
a
not
pen.
opening it. See
course
how
not.
it's sealed?
Not me.
I noticed you opened yours. That's
Open
why I said
everything.
I said, where's mine? Where'd you
know.
put mine? Because I'm gonna put this over here.
I open
can see it.
everything. Isn't that nice?
Very nice.
So congratulations to the class of
Congratulations.
2023, to our
Class of
producers that are graduating.
FAU, yes.
And more to come. All right, we have to draw a name. Johnny, you ready to help Frank out?
Yeah, sure.
You gotta twirl it.
It's in
The hat trick.
Oh, look at that.
The
drum
cat is
set
in the
comes
hat.
handy.
The cat is in the hat.
What do you think? What do you think? Let's see. Whoever name is going to win this entire
I got one.
basket of books. Winner
And the winner is?
I'm nervous.
You ready?
Ready.
Priscilla DeBrito.
Wow. Woo-hoo!
Okay.
Very nice. She will be very excited.
She will be very excited. She gets all the books.
Wow. Her sister will be very disappointed, and Priscilla will be very excited.
Well, that's
That's the sister.
At least she has a sister.
Oof. Oof.
Ooh.
It's a good thing she didn't show up today. She was supposed to be here. She would have said,
Imagine,
what?
oh, can you go deliver this basket? So we have to let Priscilla know that she won the book basket.
Priscilla was one of the...
well, she's right next door somewhere. She can come get it.
That's true. She works across the street.
Now we could... She does?
Yeah, she does makeup across the street at a salon.
Priscilla
And costumes, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, well, pop over there and slam her with them 50 pounds of books.
Which one are you going to start with?
You're going to start with me now. I don't know yet. Take it easy. This 20, I still got to figure out what to do with the other 40 minutes.
I don't know. Frank, I'm watching all these things come out with the Pope. I'm like, oh, Frank wrote that. I'm watching all these things. Yeah, Frank wrote that too.
Pope's birthday was the other day, wasn't it? 93, 83, how old is he? He's up there. It's his birthday.
I saw an article that they're bringing airships back again to replace truckers.
Replace truckers.
They're going to use airships to transport
Can you imagine?
To help the trucking industry.
Do they need gas?
I guess they use less gas.
Nitrogen? I don't know. I'm thinking.
Wait a minute. What kind of apparatus is this?
Airship.
Airship.
What is
like
that?
the
In Frank's
Goodyear
books.
blimp. They're going to build big ones and
They're
use
going to
them.
build blimps? Don't
They're
they
going to
like
build blimps
burst into
again
flame?
to use to transport cargo.
A blimp?
Yeah.
Isn't a blimp small?
No, the big ones. They're
Are
going to
they?
build big ones.
I want to go on a blimp.
I'm going to go on the blimp.
I don't know.
The blimp, skydiving, all these things on my bucket list. But every time I see something in the news come out, I'm thinking of Frank and Frank's books. And it's always...
Well, you're going to be on a jet in
It's
Texas.
always all in there. Shh, no, don't do that. It's like, shh. And then I click my heels. Fly back.
Oh,
I haven't seen Johnny Melnick play the piano on the blimp.
Only our generation knows that one.
Which one was that one?
Oh, the humanities.
Oh, the humanity. You know, when
Again, it's the guys
Hindenburg was
watching the
going down.
blacktop
it's like,
dry. I don't know. I feel like I'm totally outnumbered here.
What is it with you? You don't like, you've never seen construction workers build, or you're not from New York. You didn't see the big Empire State
Sure,
Building,
I just
all
don't
this
know
stuff that
the
was built.
fascination of the mundane.
To watch how they pour cement and everything. You know, it was really funny.
We should video and put on our TikTok. I bet it will get tons of hits.
You should put a cam out there.
That's what I'm saying.
And just leave it run live.
That's what I'm saying.
Millions of people watch.
It's like when the eagle, when those babies were being born and they're watching for the eggs to hatch.
No, that wasn't.
No, I don't know if that'll be a big hit.
That's kind of boring.
Remember that? No? Not a thing?
I saw it, I said, eh. But a guy putting blacktop and cement and girders and all that stuff is great. I ever tell you?
I'd rather just hear Johnny's music.
I ever
'cause
tell you I got
gotta
the contract to paint the White Stone Bridge? I ever tell you the story?
Yes.
My friend Ambrose had the contract, so he gives me this contract. He says, hey, I want you to paint the White Stone Bridge. So I said, you want me to paint the White Stone Bridge? He says, yeah, let's go check it out. So we go, he has these cones. All of a sudden, all the traffic has to move to the left. And I get out of the car and I go, Ambrose, I can't see the top of this bridge. I says, I tell you what, thank you very much, but no.
Can you imagine getting that gig?
They have Indians that come out.
What?
And they paint the bridge. Yes, Indians. That's what they
As
are.
in Native Americans?
Holy smokes, he's an Indian, yeah.
Or as people from India?
Really?
Josh.
Really?
We
Really?
we saw a
Is she kidding
we
me?
saw a funny sight.
No.
Every time the ship pulls into port, they touch it up. You know, it gets a little bit of rust, or from the bumpers they touch it up. So
Put some chewing gum on it.
yeah. So we walked offshore, and we looked, and there's a guy with a roller. He's painting the side of the ship. The roller is about 4 inches wide, and he's painting the side of the ship. All we kept saying, it's going to take him forever to paint this ship with a 4-inch roller.
No, he's just doing a patch job. Because sometimes the waves
It was
make
the
these
funniest
holes.
looking thing, though. He's painting this big, huge ship with a 4-inch roller.
And he's hanging on a,
Yeah, and
he's hanging on a
He's hanging on a
platform,
platform, painting the ship with a 4-inch
you know,
roller.
My brother was in the
100
Navy.
feet in the air.
And they brought down a little platform with 2 ropes on the side. Because my brother was the painter on the ship. And so they put him on this little thing and they bring him down. And then they have snipers watching for the sharks. Because he's right above the waterline. So they're firing. So he's like, what are you firing? He doesn't know we're practicing. He can hear the bullets go right by his head. These guys are good. But they did it in case sharks or any animal came to bother him while he was painting. So I said to Harry, what were you painting? He says, the numbers. I says, no wonder why the number 6 looks like a 9.
You guys, there's so many things going on in my head that I just can't say. Sorry. If
You know,
Dawn
you
were
should
here,
go
I
out
could
and
say
watch
them.
the guys doing their thing.
You know, I once dated a guy that was an entertainer on a cruise ship.
How'd that go for you?
He's an entertainer
Did you
on
ever
a
see them
cruise
work?
ship. Sure. I was
I
on the
once
cruise
married
ship.
a woman who was an entertainer in real life, but that's a different story.
Did you?
Yeah.
That
Totally
hasn't worked
different.
too well in my life either.
I was going to say, yeah, not a thing.
No, as I said, it's one of my friends. I'm probably good for 7 days at a time, or a 10-day.
Whatever the trip length is, right? The length of the
Length
trip.
of the cruise.
Is that the relationship? Last 10 days?
7, 10 days.
You know, that's the best
7 to 10. You
relationship.
can sign on for 10, maybe 5 a weekend. You know.
That's the best relationship there is. You
For
go
guys,
in,
yeah.
10 days later, you go out.
Whoops,
Yeah.
honey, gotta go.
Gotta go. Next cruise.
It's the thing. So you
Next
know,
she's-
She's,
What a
and believe
call.
me, she's saying the same thing.
Of course.
So it's like,
Of course. Women have a game plan too. They're not dumb. I'm gonna dump this guy maybe 9 days into the trip. Gotta start the
enjoy
music.
the perks. Anyway.
And you're the one that dated the guy. You opened up Pandora's
It
box.
was probably 4 days, whatever the cruise was.
Oh, so you dated a...
Yes, that.
your mother wanted you to marry a doctor, not on a cruise ship
And that
entertainer.
too. All those things.
Although we're charming,
I gotta
So
tell you.
yes.
that's all I can say about it.
I
Very
gotta tell you,
charming
I
on the
know her
cruise
12
ships.
years. I never heard this story. I want to hear more about this story.
So do I.
Well, we all,
So does the
inquiring
world.
minds
I'd
want to
rather
know.
talk about pickleball cards, actually, you know?
Well, we're going to talk about all sorts of things, but keep that in the back burner.
I'm going to file it away. Eddie wants to hear the story.
And if you want to hear the story, give us a holler. What's the number here?
I got to tell you, vacations with my parents, I would always meet somebody
Your
somewhere.
parents went with you? You went on a date with a guy and your parents were there
I
too?
was on a cruise.
What?
With my parents, you know, but I was older.
And then she started dating this guy.
What can I tell you?
In my history, I found that young ladies who come with their parents on a ship can't wait to get away from them, and they do things that they ordinarily don't do on land.
You know, dirty
I mean,
dancing.
they want to find the crew members.
Yeah,
Find
they
out what the action is.
they
The
walk
crew members.
backwards.
Charming, because the crew members are always so charming.
No,
They
no,
know
wait a
what to
minute,
do.
wait,
They
wait.
know where to go. They direct. It's
Hold
fun.
on, hold on.
Have you
Johnny,
noticed
hold
that
on,
Johnny plays in the Poconos, Johnny's on the
Johnny,
cruise
she's
ships, Johnny's like,
she's sidestepping you. Don't let her do that. Okay, hold on a second. You went on a cruise on a date with
I
your
didn't go on a
parents.
date, I went on a cruise with my parents.
But you went on a 4-day date with a guy and your parents were there.
maybe it was
Did
a
you
week.
meet this guy on the cruise or was this pre-planned?
No, I met him on the cruise.
Oh, okay. Now I understand.
Yeah. My sister was there too,
Anything
by
that
the way.
happens on
course,
the
she's
water
always
stays in
there.
the water.
His sister's always there.
Ask my sister. She'll tell you. It's a whole other thing.
You met somebody on the cruise.
Yes.
You went with your
I
parents.
didn't really date anybody, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I just
it's
met
like
somebody
he
on a
says.
cruise.
You go in, you come out.
Exactly, whatever it is. it
I
is.
took Freddie on a cruise, me, Linda, and Freddie on a cruise, and I put him at the pool deck. And there was 400 women there. So he looks at me, he says, Dad, what is this? What are you, crazy? I says, what are you talking about? You hit the mother load. I said, do you want me to go introduce you? He said, no, don't embarrass me. Boy, did I embarrass him. But he got digits.
How come you never got Geo digits? Only Freddie.
Gio would never go on a cruise with me.
But even restaurants, you would do that with Freddie.
Gio wouldn't even go, yeah, Gio won't do any of that. He will not do any of that because he knows what's coming.
Yes, pop up. You're going to be sleeping in the trundle.
Oh, here we go.
More to come. All right, you ready to talk some smiles and some pickleball cards?
Yeah, I'm surprised that you know this
I
gentleman.
know.
We've known this guy 6 years?
Eddie Smiles a long time. Eddie Rodriguez is always nice to see him walk in, and that's a nice surprise.
This is the guy that walked to New York and made money. How do you walk to New York and come back with more money than you left?
Well, we'll find out on the other side.
Same amount of money.
Same amount. He was even.
Don't blow the bit, Eddie.
We'll take
Don't
a
blow
commercial
the
break
bit.
when we come back. More to come. Let's find out what's
Three-card
going
Monty,
on.
that's how he does it.
3-card Monty.
I'm a little outnumbered here, guys. All I know is
I'm sorry, did
Zari.
you say something?
Me and Zari in the house.
Did you say something?
Huh? What?
What'd you say?
Now I know how you feel. More to
be right
come.
back.
Stay tuned. Quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa that I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
Today, we're going to talk about our Freedom Patch. This is the world's first and only drug-free, non-invasive, and non-electrical pain patch. To understand how the Freedom Patch works and delivers pain relief, we need to understand a little bit about the neuromatrix of pain and how it works. Every physical, emotional, and psychological function has a neural code that controls and regulates it. The various brain regions and signals that help manage pain are called the neuromatrix of pain. Sometimes these signals get stuck, damaged, or corrupted. This leads to poor pain management. Leading studies show that a well-functioning neuromatrix with synchronized signals can lead to reduced pain. So, how do we help the neuromatrix of pain work better? Easy. Just peel and apply the Freedom Patch to where we are feeling the pain. That could be our shoulder, neck, arm, leg, knee, back, or even hip. The Freedom Super Patch has this intricate and special pattern of ridges. It's like a QR code. We already know that our skin absorbs and transmits information from many different types of stimulation, including light, heat, and cold. With the Freedom Super Patch, the skin uses our sense of touch to absorb and transmit the information. When these ridges in the pattern come in contact with our skin, they stimulate skin sensors that generate and send a very complex signal to our brain that helps balance the neuromatrix of pain. A recent study shows the Freedom Patch helped significantly reduce pain for people within minutes. In fact, the study shows that the Freedom Patch helps with pain from arthritis, myofascial, musculoskeletal, and neuropathy. The Freedom Super Patch is a scientific breakthrough that is FDA registered and comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Just imagine less pain without drugs or related risks. The Freedom Patch is an amazing solution for immediate drug-free pain relief.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
How you feeling?
I feel better.
Ready to play some pickleball? Paddles up. We actually have a meeting tomorrow with Raul. He's coming in too.
Yep.
Chit chat a little bit more.
And our friend
about working together.
For Joy has her paddles came in, and she is going to send us to from Connecticut.
I think she's virtual tomorrow too, isn't she?
And she's virtual tomorrow, yes.
Isn't that funny?
Well, it's not that it's funny. It's just this pickleball thing is crazy.
I know. So we got the pleasure and privilege of representing True Oldies radio station. I guess 10 days ago we were at the Palm Beach County Convention Center with some of our crew members, and they were working, and we got to have fun and walk around and meet some of the amazing vendors. And we met Adam Bricker of Pickleball Cards. So this is the greatest thing. It's like old is new again, old school trading cards.
Yes, because back in the day we used to play cards. We used to trade them. We had the good cards in the shoebox, and then you had your spendables, setting people up because they used to beat you, and you used to go upstairs and get your winners, which had the multiple cuddlers and all that. It was fantastic.
But this guy was busy. Every time we'd go over there, he'd be like, wait 1 second, and then he'd go do a podcast. We'd talk a little bit more, and then he'd do a video cast. Talk a little bit more, and then everybody.
Everybody,
You've
absolutely.
been in this business
yeah.
a long
Yeah.
time, or in this business a long time, production, I guess.
It's the fastest growing sport in America. So we capitalize on multiple scenarios. We have tournaments, we have the trading cards, and of course we have the television show, Inside World Pickleball. So we have it all covered, yeah.
The intricacies of pickleball. Because I know there's a lot of people that go out just for fun, but there's a lot of competition in this sport.
So competition is really cool to watch. It's on all different levels. It's you want to beat your neighbor in the backyard, to we want to win the tournaments, to there's a whole professional league going on now. They paid more money in professional pickleball this year than all other years combined.
I think pickleball is going to be the next Olympic sport.
You know, it's funny. During COVID, nobody knew what the hell to do. So they played cornhole.
Cornhole, yes.
Cornhole. They had championship games on ESPN. I was like, are you serious? And they had guys that would flip these little bags, and they won hundreds of thousands of dollars, and everybody was watching that. So when we went to do the pickleball, that we went to cover it, I had never seen a pickleball game in my life.
Right,
I had never been on a pickleball court in my life. I didn't know the difference between a paddle or anything else. I didn't know. So when I went there that day, I was shocked. Boy, it was beautiful the way they laid this thing out. But then the pros came in, and I was watching it from his booth. My goodness gracious, that was unbelievable to watch.
When the pros play, it's a whole different speed. It's a different game. Pickleball is the easiest sport to play. And when I call it a sport, that means there's a competition where you're directly connected against somebody else. Cornhole's great, but you're throwing the bag, there's no defense.
Well, there was nothing to do.
Right. So, but in pickleball, you have to hit the ball. Every shot you hit depends on the person who hits a shot back to you. So the reason it grows so fast is it's really easy to play on a low level, on an easy level. But a beginner, they can't compete with the pros. The difference in the skill and the shots and the entire game. They play today now, like the game has evolved at such a level that it didn't look the way that it does now as early as 2 years ago.
What's changed from the
Speed.
inception to now? Oh.
Speed and technology. So, Freddie just said he'd never seen a paddle before. The paddles now come with carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is what the sports cars use to make the cars lighter and faster.
They need a grit to them, right? She was telling us.
Some have a grit and some are smooth. It depends on how you play. If you want spin into your game, then you get a paddle with grit. And if you want more of a pop into your shot, no grit, and it's a speed game.
And I noticed that the players, the champion, the guys, really tall, long arms. And the women, the same thing. And how they don't run into each other is amazing. Like, they know if a shot is coming, they already know who's handling it. So the guy that was there, the tall guy, champion guy.
His name's Edin Lika.
My goodness gracious, this guy could go from either side of the court. He was so tall, so big.
Well, we met the other guy who was with his kids who had just won the tournament also.
That's right. He was a champion at his level as well. It's just difficult to explain it because at a certain level, they had the little one-on-ones and everybody was playing and Grandma was there.
Yeah.
She was pretty good with that little paddle thingamajig. But when you see the pros play, man, all bets are off. Everything changes. That game was like, because it's a small court. It's not big. It's not like tennis.
It's not big, and somebody like Eden, who's 6'6". By the way, he's going to be at our tournament. So on Sunday, I guess that's January 21st. We have the championship of all the pros. So there's VIP tickets available. There's, we have a grandstand. It'll be filled up with people watching the pros play. We also broadcast it on I think this year we're on ESPN or CBS. But we also stream it live on the website so people around the world can see the best players in the world.
And this is through the TV network that you're a part of.
Yeah, Inside World Pickleball. It's Carl Foster Network. So he runs the show. We'll do some broadcasting. We'll do some live streaming. The event, Boca Raton Masters, that brings in the international competition. And believe it or not, it's the fastest growing sport for people 50 and above. So there's a group called the Senior Pro Tour, and the Senior Pro Tour is the best senior players in the world. They made the Boca Raton Masters Pickleball Tournament the official first stop of their 2024 tour. So we have the best players in the world coming down.
That's amazing.
It is. And I got to tell you, there were some demographics, and some of the people that were there were telling us how the sport is for the younger person. So I sort of scratched my head, and seniors started to come in, and they were champions. Mm-hmm. And you had grandparents buying stuff for their kids and grandkids. They were spending all this money on the kids that want to play the sport. The lady with the towel, her son is a tennis player. Now he's going to play this thing. He's a champion in tennis. He wants to play pickleball. It's like a lure. If you watch it long enough, the next thing you know, you're standing out there with a paddle. I said, okay, let's do this. And if you're a beginner, they have beginner. And if you're good, they have good. And if you're great, then watch out. It's a whole different setup. Now, I want you to tell people what you did at that particular venue when you were there.
So we created something we call pickleball cards. And the pickleball cards are just like baseball cards when we were kids that we would trade. And, I kept my secret cards upstairs as well. And you'd break them out when you needed a winner. And just really a very cool scenario. But with today's advent of technology, we put local players on the cards as well. So we make cards for teams, tournaments, players, the whole array. It's so much fun. And I thought the best moment was going to be when I handed somebody their card. And it was fantastic. It was spectacular to see their smile and everything. But when somebody like Roseanne hands her card to somebody else, man, that was just the cream on top of everything. That was to watch the excitement of somebody handing their card out to someone. That was great. And in Boca, we'll have, I don't know, 7 or 8 different professionals signing their cards. Special 2024 releases, meet the pros, get a moment with them, and they sign their card.
And when is the event in Boca?
No, it's January 17th through the 21st at Patch Reef Park.
And how do people get tickets?
So it's everything goes through pbcards.net. pbcards.net. You can get to the tournament. We have a special challenge. If you want to go pro, we have a special event on January 15th that is called the Boca Raton Picklers Survivor Challenge.
At the same place?
Same place. We already have it set up for the tournament. So we're bringing in 24 men and 24 women who want to go pro. They're going to play against each other. The top man and the top woman get invited to the National Pickleball League draft in April.
I'm looking at your website, which is amazing, because everyone's cards, how do you decide whose cards go on your website? Or you had showed us galleries.
Yeah, I have galleries. USA Pickleball, which is the governing body of the whole sport. We do special pickleball galleries for them. Different tournaments like Atlantic City Open. We just did a tournament for them. We have 3 tournaments in the first 3 weeks of January coming up. It's the hottest thing going in the pickleball cards.
It just keeps going and going. It's amazing.
And the amazing thing is you could talk about the paddles, you could talk about everything, but now even clothing, the right clothes. You want to be aerodynamic. I mean, they had a runway thing at the
They had a fashion show, correct?
Yeah, I was amazed because they have it all
show.
Yeah.
I got the take-home door prize.
Of course you did.
Yeah. Hi, Kathy.
Kathy.
Kathy was in the fashion show. She came out and played pickleball with me. And the clothes, they're aerodynamic. They're high-tech. Eva Welsher, give a shout out to Eva. She's with PB1965. So PB1965.com. She designed a specific shirt just for pickleball. Because a lot of pickleball players wear tennis clothing, but you bend differently in pickleball. And Eva designed this shirt. It's the #1 shirt in pickleball right now.
You bend differently. And I saw that the pockets are different in the women's, I guess, skirts, because where you would hold the ball, it's a different size depending on what side you are.
Yeah,
Totally
absolutely.
different.
The ball's larger than tennis ball. And in tennis, you're bringing the ball in and out all the time. In pickleball, sometimes you just use the same ball every single game. Like every single game, the same point is with the same ball.
How did you get involved? If it's the fastest growing in the past 2 years, how did you get so involved in these past couple of years?
So I was recovering from a car crash, and I had the winter in Canada, and I wanted to play some tennis just to get on just to move, and everything was covered in snow. And finally, we passed by the court every day. There's one court in a weird intersection, and finally the snow melted. We could see the court. The next day, we saw them putting up the net. We're going out to play. We go to play. It's not a tennis court. It's too small for tennis. We had no idea what it was. It was pickleball. We ordered from Amazon. We got the cheap paddles and the startup kit, and we played. And it was easy. It really helped me in my recovery because I couldn't run at that point in time. And I moved my game up. Finally, we watched YouTube. We learned how the game went, and we finally got a chance to play doubles. And in doubles, we were playing people who were 20 years older than me, and we thought we were really great because right off the bat, we were better than them.
You were winning.
Then we found out the truth.
They couldn't play.
It's just a different game, yeah. And been playing ever since.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And the company you started, PB Cards, just as something fun and novelty?
So pickleball cards, I started in particular for Sarah Weiss so that she could have a way that her sponsors would have her digital footprint and a way for them to get exposure for their sponsors. Local fellow down here in South Florida, his name is Alan Lowe. He runs V-Card Global. Our platform's on V-Card Global. It was just meant to be a digital card. I don't want to print these things. I was never planning to print these. It was a digital way to get more exposure for your sponsors, kind of like you have advertisers on your show.
Right.
So Sarah had sponsors. Now I had sponsors, and just a way to get them exposure. Then Peter Pellegrini comes along. Peter does pickleball real estate. Right here in Boca Raton, pickleball real estate. We did a card for him. He says, Adam, I want a printed card. I need something to hand to people. What can I do? So we printed one. The back of his card is like a business card. And it launched everything.
Wow.
So pickleball cards are digital. Pickleball cards are printed, and it's the whole array right now.
I thought he was selling real estate with a pickleball court in the backyard.
You know, he has contracts now with
sure he
people
does.
who are putting in pickleball cards because there's 3 different local companies who do a great job with pickleball courts. And none of them are my sponsors yet, so you don't get named now.
Isn't it fun? It used to be a thing to have a tennis court in your backyard. Now, I guess the pickleball court is the thing to have.
But
Yeah.
you can actually put 2 pickleball, or is it 4 pickleball courts in a tennis court area?
So you put 3 without a problem. 3 without a problem where a tennis court is. That's why all the country clubs are putting in pickleball. That's why all the golf courses across America are adding pickleball. $6.8 million in pickleball real estate in 2022. I haven't seen the 2023 number yet, but $6.8 billion
They
of
even had them on cruise ships.
on
Did
cruise
you
ships.
play,
Yeah.
Frank?
Did you play?
Did you play?
They had it on cruise ships.
It's funny, when I played basketball on the cruise ship and I shot the ball and the ship moved, the shot went that way. And I had to figure out,
You play golf over.
you had to figure out the angle.
Did you make it in?
Yeah. Still looking for the ball. Because the ship was moving. But in pickleball, it's the same thing. But I love the game of pickleball. My country club has taken all the tennis courts out.
All of them.
And they put 12 pickleball courts in.
It's amazing. Yeah, the transition, less injuries in pickleball, less energy, less money to get involved,
Less maintenance.
and 3 times as many people can play.
That's the other thing. They want
people
they
can
want
play.
group, right? Because in tennis, not too many people were using it. Let's be real. But pickleball, everybody's using it. The grandkids, the kids, everybody.
Sure.
So that's what they
Everyone's
want. They want to increase the community awareness of the
It'll probably make the Olympics.
That's what I'm thinking.
I heard about this.
So
about it
USA
to
Pickleball is changing the rules every year. They just came out with the 2024 rule book, and they can't make it an Olympic sport until the rules are really unified across all the
Interesting.
different leagues.
But it's nice to watch a product like pickleball grow and go. It's nice to watch how they're making a living, and all of a sudden you get a new wrinkle in the soup, and everybody is attached to this thing, whether it's towels or paddles or
But
whatever.
what's so interesting is a guy created this game.
Three
Right.
guys.
Simple. They just created a game. It's not like tennis is this national years and years history of tennis or baseball. This is a new game. It has exploded, relatively new anyway.
It was invented in 1965 in Washington with a wiffle ball, ping pong paddles, and in a driveway.
And a dog.
And a dog. They called it pickleball.
That's it.
Now, there was no such thing as a pickleball paddle. As a matter of fact, until 1984, when ProLight's the paddle company that sponsors me, everybody had a paddle made out of wood.
Like the ping pong paddles, right?
Yeah. And then two aircraft engineers from Boeing
Of course.
used lightweight products that they used to build planes to build these paddles, and all of a sudden they could just beat everybody because their paddle was lighter and it gave a lot more pop than wood. And it just revolutionized the game, and here we are today.
What amazes me is the wiffle ball. Remember back in the day, we used to play pitching with a wiffle ball. And then you used to hit it it was a broom handle we used to use. And you used to hit it. And you had to buy a couple of them because they were plastic and they would break after a few innings. But it amazes me is that they use this wiffle ball, and the things that the wiffle ball actually, as fast as it goes through this thing. I remember they still have leagues where the ball dances all over the place and they hit a net for a strike. But this thing, I was shocked at how fast the game is. It was really, and I was like, I can't believe this. And they react as quickly. Now, let's talk about dink.
Okay.
What the hell is that?
Dink is what makes the game playable by all levels. Dink is you can't get right up on the net. In tennis, you can come right up. Could you imagine Eden at 6'7" or however big he is right up on the net? You can't. But now he has to stand 7 feet back. They call that the kitchen. And a dink is a shot that you hit from your side. It goes over the net. It lands in the kitchen, and it doesn't bounce any higher than the net. It's an unattackable ball. You can't attack it. If you attack it, it goes into the net. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So that's a dink. A proper dink, the only response to it is to dink it back. And you'll watch the game go back and forth where they're hitting these nice, light, easy shots, but because they have to stand 7 feet back, they can't slam it. If they slam it, you just get out of the way and it goes out.
Ah.
Okay? So there's this real fine line. Now, if I'm playing against the beginner and I hit a perfect dink, they slam it every time it hits the net. You just can't attack an unattackable ball. The best players in pickleball have perfected the art of the dink.
And then you have to stay 7 feet behind. Is that first line?
That's the line, yes.
So you have to stay behind it on the serve.
So you have to stay behind it on every play.
On every play?
On every play until the ball bounces. If it bounces in the kitchen, you can step in the kitchen to hit it.
So the kitchen is the box from the first line to the net?
Correct.
Now you ready to play?
No.
You ready? Yeah. It is the most ridiculous set of rules. It seems like it would be rules set up by a few drunk guys in a driveway in Washington.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. I'm going to tell you, this is pretty cool. Now, is there a dimension size that a standard pickleball court
it's
should be?
Really, yeah.
Do they make them smaller, bigger? Is it always that size? All right, so the kitchen is the box in front, right?
Correct. You'll see the guys on the far side, they're standing right at that line. They're not coming over that line.
Gotcha.
So they're going to run right up. They're right at the line, and they're going to stand there and defend their whole side of the court. The other team keeps trying to drop it inside the kitchen. And if they put it up too high, the team just slams it.
And you want to have your better player To the back or to the front?
You want your both players at the front. If you
Both
get
players.
both players at the front, you got a
Like
great
those two guys.
advantage. See, you watch the people. I see this is in a loop. The people on the far side, they own the court right now, so they're making the other people run around. You see, they're not running at all.
Right.
Because the other team's not dinking it well. They're not putting it into the kitchen. They're hitting it too high. Watch these shots. And the guy in the red shirt can just hit it in the air.
Yep.
And he's putting it right in the box.
Yeah.
Now, the kitchen is the front box or these two boxes?
Kitchen's the front box.
The front box. Okay,
Yeah.
so they're not putting it in the kitchen.
No, they're making those guys run around.
Gotcha.
You got to put it in the kitchen when the other guys are standing there. If they're not standing there, you want to force your opponent to go back.
Like the other guys are barely having to move.
I tell you,
Yeah.
you got to get film on this game so you can understand what the hell you're going to be doing.
And how did you get involved with the TV production?
So I used to co-host radio and television shows with Carl Foster. We used to do fantasy football, Fantasy Sports Weekly. We were the first ever fantasy football television show.
Fantasy football.
Fantasy football.
Bunch of guys sitting around trading players, moving players around.
Yeah, that's what
it.
nobody would touch it before the U.S. government came out and ruled that it wasn't gambling, that it was a game of sport, not a game of chance. So we had it. We were on Comcast Sports. Bud Light was our sponsor. We really had fantastic time. So Carl and I had a great history. And when I came down, I went to the expo, the same event you went to. I went to that a year before. Carl's running it, and instantly we're reconnected.
Wow.
Yeah. So we have big shows going on all over the country. We have Las Vegas is coming up in June with the largest pickleball event in the history of the world.
Jeez Louise.
Can you imagine?
Frank, we have to write a book. The Pickleball Maven.
The art of pickleball.
Phenomenon?
Pickleball phenomenon.
Totally. Right?
A
What
murder,
is it?
A murder mystery.
Well, no, it's a good thought, though, Johnny, because what is it about pickleball that has catapulted it to the success that it has, especially post-COVID?
It's an opportunity for people to reconnect. And still at the same time, you don't have to be that close to each other.
Sure.
Wow, I'm amazed. Now, I produce, and G-Man's here, he produces on Friday night, we have a show called the Florida Pickleball News. And they talk about pickleball and everything else.
KG, the OG,
KG
along with
the OG.
Denise, those guys are great. They interviewed
do that
us.
here.
They do it here? Oh, that's fantastic. I introduced them to so many people. He's Fat Pickle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so love those guys, love what they're doing. We're promoting them all the time, and they, of course, promote our sponsors because they're the top names here in South Florida pickleball.
And it's funny because when I first met Keith, I thought his whole gig was about the pickle, not the pickleball, because he says, pickleball without a ball is just a pickle.
Yeah.
So he wanted to turn the pickle juice into like a Gatorade. Which is kind of strange, but doable.
It's full of electrolytes. There's nutritional value way before pickleball ever came into play about pickle juice, relieving cramps, putting antioxidants back into the body. So, yeah, more power to him. And his stuff is hysterical. His Fat Pickle, we like what he does.
Yeah, they produce it here. I told him he should create the pickleball paddle. Try saying that 10 times. And he looked at me and I said, yeah, and it has some grooves on it. The pickle has like grooves and stuff on it. And see
But an interesting idea about the pickle juice, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just got to meet them at the
electrolytes,
Del Rey tournament. He was there with Catherine as well from the Women's Power Pickleball League.
Yeah.
1,200 people here in Palm Beach. And so these guys, everybody's just meeting everybody. And
Meeting everybody.
we do, when you do good business and you are in integrity and you have the happiness that Eddie brings with him everywhere, it's a wonderful way to connect with everyone.
Yeah, he had everybody in. He had a bunch of pickleball players and presidents of leagues and everything else on his first show. We had a lot of fun with that. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about at the time because I didn't know anything about pickleball.
Now you're learning.
And now I know what a pickleball
And
looks
now
like.
you're learning. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to check in over here with Eddie Smiles. See how this guy keeps showing up. name again, though, isn't it?
And Smiley.
Just in time for the holiday season. So more to come. For more information, go to pbcards.com.
pbcards.net.
Sorry.
pbcards.net.
pbcards.net. Check out all the information and the next big show right here in Boca Raton on January 17th at Patrick Park. So I haven't been to Patrick since my kids were little, so it'll be nice to check all that out also.
A lot of fun coming.
All right, more to come. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What would you do if you had a broken bone? You'd go to the doctor and use your insurance, right? What would you do if you had a serious problem with drugs and alcohol? Most people do nothing until it's too late. Your insurance can help you get clean and sober with the assistance of a place like the Detox and Treatment Helpline. Many times treatment is fully covered, so why not use your insurance to treat your addiction problem just like you would if you had a broken bone? And with the Family Medical Leave Act, you're allowed by law to take off time from work, and your employer doesn't need to know the reason. So there are two good reasons. You've got insurance you can use for your addiction problem, and with the Family Medical Leave Act, it's completely confidential. Call us right now and save a life. Call 855-350-4504. That's 855-350-4504. Call 855-350-4504 now.
Hey travelers, everybody wants cheap airfares, but where can you find them? You call Smart Fares. Our prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low they're not published anywhere. Smart Fares specializes in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rentals, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, Smart Fares can help you get there cheaply and with the best price guarantee. If you want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call us right now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these low rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the lowest rates available, so don't wait. Call Smart Fares right now for the best price guaranteed. Save up to 50% off business and first class. We've got great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 855-828-0198. That's 855-828-0198. 855-828-0198.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Even if you've tried before and were unsuccessful in getting rid of your timeshare, call today and see if we can help. We offer a complete 100% unconditional client satisfaction guarantee. Make this completely free call and learn how we can help you legally put an end to your timeshare nightmare once and for all. You have nothing to lose, so call right now to qualify and receive a free consultation. You can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, but you've got to call now. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
now.
Attention firefighters. Did you use firefighting foam in your job? And then, did you develop cancer? Call our legal helpline right now and file your financial claim. Firefighting foam has been used for decades at airports and military bases. This foam has been linked to cancer. If you have cancer and you worked around firefighting foam, you may be eligible for financial compensation. Please make this free call now.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Up front.
People gotta dodge the ball.
I think so. I think I'm gonna talk to the black toppers. I says, yo, can you give me these dimensions and do a pickleball?
It's a whole nother day on when they're going to actually put the lines down. So
Yeah,
it's a
because
whole
that ball won't break a car windshield.
Plastic. Is it plastic?
Yeah, plastic.
It won't break it. We used to play softball in something called a diamond, which was cement up in New York, in Popham Avenue.
You play that, Frank?
No, we played stickball.
We play that too.
First sewer cover, manhole cover, second sewer.
How
That's
about you,
right.
Johnny?
All of it.
You play stickball?
Oh, yeah.
Look
I
at
was
this
born in
set. It's
Brooklyn.
me and all of you guys. Kind of a cool
You
set.
play Willie Mays stickball, or you were bouncing it by yourself?
Willie
The
May,
pitching
either
in?
way.
The pitching in?
Either way, bounce it in or
Yeah, Willie Mays taught us how to bounce it in. We
Yeah,
used to
bounce
just
it in.
bounce it ourselves.
Stoop ball, too, we used to play.
Yeah,
stoop ball.
Yeah. And off the building.
Yeah, man.
No one's playing that anymore. Now they're moving on to pickleball.
Florida's flat.
We
Right.
played street hockey.
So did I. I was a goalie. There's a picture I put on Facebook, and everybody said, asked me, that's not you. Yep. Had a catcher's mask, catcher's mitt, and and a hockey stick. And Goldie didn't wear the roller skates. You
No.
wore the roller skates, right?
Well, we played in the street. I grew up in Philadelphia. I don't know if you know the Broad Street Bullies or not, but we had 7 sticks and 10 kids playing. So you'd have to beat up the other kid, take his stick, and then be able to play the puck.
What is with you guys and bullies and gangs? Is this like watching the Blacktop Dry?
This is the way we grew up.
I can't even.
We had to play stickball against the Ghetto Brothers.
You had the Ghetto Brothers. You had the Backstreet Bullies. I mean, honestly, guys.
I mean, yeah, it was a ghetto. I tell you, we made the jackets at Frank's. So, I mean, we used to do the jackets in the back.
Amazing.
Voice of Anguish, all these guys.
And what'd your mom say? Yeah, go out and play with these guys.
Slow pitch softball.
Yeah,
slow
Dad
pitch
too.
softball for the Nassau County South Shore Tavern League.
There you go. Love it.
That's why no one had cell phones, because moms didn't know where you guys were at that time doing these things.
No, my
Can you
mother used to
imagine?
say, you be home.
Where were you in
When I
Nassau
look
County?
up, you better be home.
Had to be home by dark.
That's right. Now, you remember the King and his Court in Central Park?
Oh, yeah.
You ever get to
Softball.
see them? King and his Court?
Those are good players.
Was that a drunk? Was that a?
I already have my full. I taped it. Thank you very much. He's funny.
You got a camera, I'll do a remote for you.
You know what? These young kids, they don't get it. They
She may go out and do
don't
a
get it.
remote of the Blacktop Drying.
They don't get it. And they don't know how to play stickball either. I will bet you they won't know the first thing about how to play that game, sewer to sewer. They won't know.
Sewer to manhole.
You had to run back and forth.
Wow.
We used to put bases, actually. First, second, and third. The manhole cover was second. We used
1,
to,
2, 3.
Yeah. And we used to use the front tire of a car. Never quite understood how that worked, but okay.
Use the front tire of a car also?
Yeah, we're playing and somebody yell, car! Everybody get off the street.
That's right, you gotta get off the street. Wow. And did you play stickball that if it bounced off a car, you caught it was still an out? It was still an out, yeah. And if you roofed it, you were out?
Amazing.
All that stuff we used to do.
Gotta say hi to Eddie, see what he's been up to.
Eddie played.
Eddie, you play too? Grab your mic, Eddie.
Eddie, you played stickball up in New York, didn't you?
No, actually, I
When you
never
walked
played
up
in New
there-
York.
When you walked up there, didn't you go play a game in Brooklyn?
walked New
I
York to
tried, but they
Florida.
kicked me off the team as soon as I got there, and they said, "You don't know the rules. Go,
gotta
you're
go."
out."
They sent them back.
Now, how did you guys connect? You and Adam.
Me and Adam.
We study how to be good to humanity.
Yes, we did.
And Eddie runs a happiness tour, so I'm a member of the 10 Million Smiles Happiness Tour. I'm a Smile ambassador.
Yeah, we did a thing called EOB. It's a friend of ours, Bert Smith. And she's been running it for years, and oh my God, I got to tell you, it's what a fantastic play shop she has.
What is that?
I don't call it a workshop, it's a play shop. It's a spiritual play shop where you get to learn a lot about yourself. You get to learn about how to, get along with others and how to be a leader and how to really just get out there and live a wonderful life while actually being happy and being joyful. And, she has all these things that she has put together to teach people how to work together, because there's a formula for it. Because if you don't have a formula to work together with other people to be able to uplift them and have you all working and smiling and playing but being productive, then it kind of all gets lost, right?
We should send our world leaders to this place.
Oh, yeah.
Man, can we use that?
Yes,
Everybody could use that.
Just round them all up and send them there.
Send them
From
out there.
Korea to Russia to here. Just send them into that one room, lock it up, and throw away the key.
She'd be awesome at it, too. I mean, if I put it in terms of what we're talking about today, it uplifted me out of the Broad Street Bully format of how to get everything by taking it and beating other people up, how to get along with other people, and how to make win-win scenarios.
Yep.
How do you get along with other people? What's in your mind when you're meeting people? Is
Oh,
it
I'm
something
wonderful.
that goes through your head? Is it the process of?
Yeah. Thanks to Burge, I studied under somebody named Buckminster Fuller.
Yeah.
And Buckminster has a different way of looking at society where it's a win-win. Everybody's in it for everybody else. I'm not here just to elevate pickleball cards. You heard all the other people I'm working with. But also, we bring in KG the OG. We bring in your show. I elevate everybody at the same time for a better world.
Right.
And that's the best way to do it. You go out there and you elevate other people, that elevates you.
True.
And it just creates a scenario where everybody can get along, everybody's fulfilled. Because if you're just going out there and taking, who's fulfilled?
That's a short-lived formula when you do
It
that
is.
anyway. I mean, we've been doing this 8 years. When we were at iHeartRadio, I asked iHeart to put a microphone. They had 3 mics. They put a 4th that was just there. They called it the Freddie mic. And I told anybody that listened or watched that wanted to come and advertise their company, no charge, no strings, nothing, just to come on in the studio and do it. And then one guy took advantage of it, and the rest is history. But you got to give back in this game.
Oh, you do.
And you can't be bigger than the game.
No.
Because it will really bite you.
I want to be clear. That's not what our country was built on. Yeah. The Industrial Revolution was not win-win business. It was Andrew Carnegie putting other people out of business. He put 39 steel companies out of business, bankrupt them from his strategy, and that's not the way we want to do business anymore.
No, it's not.
It's a good idea to change, because it's gotten into, it's me, oh my, and how do I get rid of the competition? And it's just nuts. It's gotten crazy. But then there's also the aspect where it takes people. You do? Let me see it. Look, that's what they're doing out there. That's what they're doing out there.
Oh,
They're putting
look
the
at that.
blacktop out there. You see, and it's like the JFK tape behind the grassy knoll. It's who the hell? What you do for
They're
that?
setting up the new pickleball court.
There in the middle.
Did you do this from the window? Oh, Lord. I mean, these guys.
This is live footage.
Live?
Oh, wow.
Oh, what do you got, the NDI up?
They've got it live. That is
got the-
hilarious.
You guys at home, you're
There you
getting a
go.
treat.
They got a
Hey,
camera.
guys.
They got a camera up there. They got the NDI up there.
That is hilarious. You got live action footage.
Live from the Brooklyn Cafe parking lot.
If he goes out there, he starts interviewing people, I'm out of here.
Adam's going to go and interview them, put them on the network.
It's nice, but
Are they going to throw sparkles in that? So,
You know, I
It's
wanted to do that
honoring
on the
you?
sidewalk when they did that last month, and he wouldn't let me do it.
No. The landlord said, don't even come around. And he looked at you, he says, and you watch her with this.
One of our crew,
Yeah.
we didn't have the door barricaded. We were using the side door because they just laid the sidewalk. And she goes to leave for class, and she opens the door and steps
Right
in
into
the
the
wet
cement. And then she brought it in
And
here to
then
tell
she
me.
put her picture foot back up and continued to walk back into the studio.
Oh,
Frank, I know, you're looking at
She
me
came
like,
back
what?
in to tell me she stepped on it and left the trail in there. I says, thank you.
But things like that. But I love this whole outlook because, we talk about this in Frank's books all the time. At some point, God's going to say enough is enough, and we're all going to have to answer some way. And I feel like we're at this breaking point of so much hate and people just wanting for themselves and elevating themselves and being nasty to each other, that we need more of this. We need more of raising each other up and happiness and how to get through life joyfully to actually make a difference in this world. But more than one person has to do. We actually, as a collective, need to be doing this.
We're actually creating happiness ambassadors, okay, that will go, around the world and speak to other people and start uplifting other people. Now, can you imagine a world where instead of somebody saying something nasty to you, you cut them off or something like that, and they, they're cussing at you and stuff, where somebody would go, hi, just wave at you. Even though, you cut them off, they'd wave. And it's like, wow, what a concept, because let's face it, everybody has done it at some point in time. We get distracted and things like that. But if we honor the other person, not with nasty words or, say, finger movements, we just actually wave. We smile. We send them joy. And then they receive that and go, oh, wow, this is pretty cool. Not driving down the street isn't so bad anymore, is it?
Yeah. And it's nice because the venue allows more people to come out, and maybe that's a nice place to teach people, to reprogram them that, there is another way.
Yeah, there is.
Which I like.
It is so amazing how people are connected on the pickleball courts. And it's Eddie's philosophy in action. You don't see people arguing over the points. You don't see a lot of, it's really set up to be a win-win scenario.
Yeah. Yeah, and the funny thing is to see people high-fiving each other even if they lost.
Teamwork, camaraderie, just
It's a
having
lot of
fun, right?
And next month we are going to be introducing the Pickle Club.
Yes.
Right? For the Pickle Club with a young lady, which has a story to itself. I actually knew her mother 18 years ago.
Funny, huh?
At the radio station, and she took the booth right next to us. And she told me who she was and says, you don't remember me? She said, no, she was this big when I first met her. Now she's married and she has a business. And it was with the Beasley radio station. It's a small world. But next month we're going to be announcing the Pickleball Club because it's her company, and we're going to be putting that thing out as well. But exciting news, and I'm glad, I'm happy, I told Keith, I said to him, the world is big, let's just make the pickleball bigger and bigger. And he's doing the right thing, he's spreading the word, and now the radio station goes into the Keys all the way to Fort Pierce, it's gotten bigger, 10 million subscribers, everything is going to up and grow. If you can't make it now, you ain't never going to make it, take a shot, make it bigger, bring your company, let's talk.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
So nice to see you together, spreading some joy and happiness. Frank, a pleasure to have you back. We've missed you.
Pleasure to be back.
I've missed you.
We're going to actually, I think we're doing that skit that you wrote for her tomorrow.
For Alicia? Is she really coming?
Yeah.
For Alicia?
Alicia.
If she decides to come.
That's the grand mystery. It
That's
depends.
the grand mystery.
If they laid out the blacktop, she may show up.
Johnny, you want to take us out?
Yeah, I'd be glad to.
Josh, we're going to have Johnny take us out one more time.
You want to play, what? What's she say?
I have no idea what she's saying, but I hear music playing in the background.
What?
I don't know what she said.
I don't either.
Gotta come in and turn it on, Josh.
She's still screaming.
I don't know what she's saying.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, go ahead. You got to put a camera on her.
Gonna put a camera on him, and she's screaming from the background.
I love
this
the way
is
she
what happens
screams.
when your crew goes home for winter break.
No,
but we make it work.
Because we just got to put a camera. Are you going to sing that hot song you got? The one.
Which one you want?
Spend every Christmas with you.
You want that, or you want to do positive?
Something holiday-ish.
Okay.
It's holiday, Christmas.
All right, put something
Scrooge's
holiday.
in a couple days.
No, it's okay. I'm going to go see the guys lay out the blacktop.
Adam, thank you so much for joining us. Eddie, a pleasure. Frank, congratulations to Priscilla. Chris, we hope you feel better because we do miss you, and we hope to see you soon.
Very soon.
We're going to have Jonny Melnick take us out.
Something holiday-ish.
Looking forward to Johnny's new show starting next month. If you are an original songwriter, let us know. Contact Jonny or contact us right here at the studio at 888-994-4995 Studio A.
I just got a message from the Movies of Del Rey, the new stage. They want somebody, whoever we want to pick to do something up there. Maybe we do a contest and the winner will play up at the Movies of Del Rey.
Oh, yeah?
They got a brand new stage put in.
All right, let's go.
And Megan Folk will be here on Friday. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and we'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Making a list, checking each why. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, knows when you're awake, knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Baby, better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Hey, Santa.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.